Hi everyone, this screencast is to go over a little bit about what HTML is. And HTML is basically a coding system to create your own web pages. So in this screen you will see that I already have an HTML coding started. So the first thing that you need to do is you need to create a tag. And in order to begin an HTML tag, you need to open up one of these. So you open it up, you put the name in HTML, and then you close it. So anytime you're going to start something new, you're going to give a new command. You open one of these up, and it's called a tag, and then you give it the command, and then you close your tag. So the next thing is I'm going to let this function know that I am going to write a heading. So the next thing is open your tag, and then you write the word head, and you close your tag. I need to command it to set a title. Same thing. Open your tag, write the word title in, and you close your tag. Now, because I need to write content for the title, I also need to end my title. So anytime you're going to end a title, you open your tag, it's a backslash, and then the word title. And now this is my text. I want to say welcome. And when you do that, you save it. So you save your work as you go. Like I said, this is one, in the interest of time, this is one that's already started. You want to save as, and I already have it here, and I've told it that it's save as index.html. If you don't name it HTML, you won't know, or the computer won't know that it's an HTML document, so it'll just save it into a notepad. And I'll show you why that is right now. You want to make sure that you name it, because when you save this document, it says that it already exists. It does. This is how you're going to look for your document. So let me just close out of that, and I'm going to go back to my documents and look for that particular one. And I have a couple, but I'm going to open the one that's index and the date because I saved that today. And I'm going to open it up, and it should open a web browser. If I don't save it as an HTML, I'm going to get a page, a notepad page. So make sure that you always save it as index.html, or name it whatever it is that you need it to be named, .html. So here is what I just wrote with that. This is what I just wrote in with that. It's welcome, and that's my title, okay? So let's continue to work on the rest of this. I am also going to give it a command for all this, and I will show you what that looks like. My next command for my HTML will be a body. So I want to start writing the body of my tag, of my web page. So same thing. You open your tag, you write body, you close your tag. Now I want it to be a heading. So you have your option. You can do either heading 1, heading 2, heading 3. And that will just determine what type of font and the type of bolding that this heading is going to take on. So I used a heading 1, and I wrote my name. I closed my tag. I wrote my name in. Open a new tag. Make sure that I'm closing this part of it. So this is to close this section. It lets it know. The / is to let it know that I'm done with this part, with the heading part of it. For your tag, close your section. Let it know that you're closing your heading, and close your tag. so that when I save that, always save your work as you go. When I save that, then I can go back here and this is what it looks like. This is my heading 1. Well, let me see if I want to change that heading. If I want to change that heading, let's say to a heading 3. What does a heading 3 look like? And I'm going to save that. Make sure you always save. I can't specify that enough. And I'm going to refresh this. Well, look at my heading 3. It's much smaller. Let me go back and change it to my original heading, which was a heading 1. And I am going to save that and go back to my page, my web page, and I am going to refresh that, and there you go. So I continue, and I want to start a new paragraph, and this is open a new paragraph. So this tag is for open a new paragraph. So open your tag, put your P in, close your tag, write in your text. Open your tag, close that paragraph, put in your P for that, and then refresh, and this is what you will get. Hello world. So you continue to do that. Anytime you want to do a bold sentence, open your tag, close your tag with a new, specify that it's a new paragraph, close your tag. Strong or bold, or B for bold, will give you that bolding. This is a bold sentence. That's my text. That's what is going to go inside that paragraph. Close your tag, so forth. You're going to close it, and you're going to let it know that that's closed. That strong sentence is closed. And when you refresh, this is what it's going to look like. Same thing for italics. It's EM for italics or I. If you want to know what the different tags are, you can always Google HTML codings or tags, and you can come up with the list of what each tag does. Now there are software or there are training websites out there that also tell you and let you train with this. So you can build your website as you go, and you can find out what each of these tags means, play with them, test them, and then go ahead and create your own. And it always has to be on a notepad. This is what my finished version looks like. And let me show you what that looks like. This is what my finished version looks like. Once I'm done coding it all, this is what my finished version looks like. And I'm sorry, it's kind of small and I'm moving my screen as I go. This is what my finished version looks like. And let me just scroll down a bit so that you can see. I added a picture. This is a link to the school, as was my assignment. So if I do that properly, again, use the software. Use your software. Use your training websites that can help you with this. I'm going to go back. It takes me back to my web page. This is a picture that I inserted, and that was another picture. If you don't save this picture in the same folder that you saved your HTML, very important, it won't know that where to look for it, because everything, your HTML where you save your document or your notepad file or HTML file, all your images that you're going to use have to be stored there as well, otherwise it will not pick it up. So I saved this picture in a different folder, and that's why I'm not getting anything. So I'll have to go back and fix that. I added a video. I told it it's a video. I added a video. I added a table, and again, go back to your training websites for this. I added a video. I added a box, and then I added content to that box, and finally I added a list of stuff. And let me show you what that list looks like. a list of training foods. I am a runner, or I was before I started school. So this is all about, my webpage has a little bit about training. It has a little bit about how to train for a marathon and things that are just going to help you get you stronger and get you prepared for that. So this concludes a little bit of a run on HTML, and I hope that it's been somewhat helpful.